Hi.
Here for Amari? She's downstairs.
Dr. Amari?
Yes? I take it this isn't a social call. Were you going to say something or not? Yes. I didn't hear that. What? I didn't hear that. What?
We need your help, Doctor.
I know what you're asking for.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to...
Please. Nick told...
This dead brain had inside...
Fine.
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully...
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute...
Go on, Doctor.
Mr. Valentine, but that's...
Don't worry about me.
Hey. I appreciate this, Nick.
You can thank me when we've...
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine. Just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Is Nick gonna be okay?
Yes, the connections appeared, but that doesn't get around the... We load both. He'll act as a host, while you're...
All right.
Let's just sit down over there.
See you on the other side.
initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way.
Remember, you are
And she protected
experiencing
me
these
from
memories as Kellogg.
People always
This
hoping
may
for
prove
something better.
disorienting at first.
They usually end up with something worse. I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how
This
the
doesn't seem
world
to be
worked?
what we're looking for.
I think now she wanted
There
me to kill
appears to
him.
be another
should
intact
have.
memory close to you in
Instead,
temporal
I
sequence.
ended up running away.
There. Try that one.
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? I was the worst thing that ever happened to her.
Let's keep looking.
If
I'll
she'd
connect
never
you to
met
the
me,
next intact memory.
She'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
Mind if we...
There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. There was always a job for someone like me. I didn't care where I was going. I don't remember much from that time. It all kinda
Well, we seem to be
blends
getting
together.
closer. Try this next one.
There was almost always a bar, though. That's universal.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
The first synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but you heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute. I finally ended up in the Commonwealth.
Getting warmer.
I kinda ran
One
out
of
of
these has
road.
got to tell us something.
Plus,
We're
I'd
running
come
out
to
of
terms
brain
with
power.
life. I wasn't gonna be
There's
stupid
one that
enough
looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Cryogenic stasis.
The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it.
Vault computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just find it.
Pod C6. Down the hall near the end. I
I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. I didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really.
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
Is it almost?
Everything's gonna be
Are we
fine.
okay?
Come here.
No.
Come here, baby.
No. I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only gonna tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean!
I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never liked to. But it was better this way. Better than taking his kid and leaving him alive. Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving her alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if she somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too.
Is that your son?
This whole setup
This
in
appears
Diamond
to be a
City
very
was part of
recent
some
memory.
elaborate plan of the old
Good
man's.
news, I think.
Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up. It wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long.
Kellogg.
It's okay. The new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built smarter. Stronger and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side. One of these days, you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of